It is a really good indicator of our non-aerobic sources of fitness, right? Aerobic meaning your heart is a source of fitness, non-aerobic meaning your balance, your strength, your flexibility, and your mobility. Things that are really, really important, especially as we get older, to maintain and keep really strong. The 0 to 4 scorers, the probability of natural mortality, probability of survival drops to 30%, and probability of survival of cardiovascular cause mortality drops to, I'm going to approximate, 65%. So, in this bolded box down here, a 3.8 and 6.0 fold higher risk for mortality, respectively, for natural and cardiovascular mortalities for sit to rise of 0 to 4 versus a 10. This is a 4, so they're only using one hand. This is a 4 because they're only using one knee. And a 5 is if they stay crisscrossed or if they get into this deep squat position. It also doesn't tell us why we might score low. And this is why you need a professional to look at you and watch you do it, because they're going to be able to tease out what's going on that's making you have a low score. So it could be a mobility issue. A lot of folks won't have adequate mobility in their feet or their ankles or their knees or their hips to even get into that position. Some of it could be a strength issue, right? Of you do have the capacity to get into those ranges, but your muscles are not strong enough in that range to move you out of it. Okay. It could be coordination where your brain wants your muscles to move, but there's some disconnect between your nerves, your brain sending the signal and your muscles receiving the signal. Don't ignore it if you scored a 3. You should want to get better at this, right? Don't neglect the rest of your health if you score a 10. You should still go run or do some type of cardiovascular endurance exercises. Okay?